We're in trances, going all through different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed, you left fast
Good afternoon and welcome to Let's Talk with Sandra. Today I have the honor and pleasure of speaking to Mr. Weatherspoon Jr, sports agent and child advocate. Mr. Weatherspoon was born and raised in Gary, Indiana, and does a lot for his community. But I'll let him tell you a little about that as we start the show. So, Mr. Witherspoon.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So I'm a former educator. I was born in Gary.
What year?
March 8th, 1984.
1984. So you my first 80s baby, I should say, for this show, because I have been interviewing, as you all know, our older residents of Gary. Tell me a little bit about your parents.
Well, my mother and father were high school sweethearts. Oh, wow. So I'm the love child. Gary Roosevelt.
Really?
Both sides of my family attended Gary Roosevelt.
Really?
Panthers for life.
Okay. So they both from Gary?
Born and raised in Gary. They're high school sweethearts. My mom played basketball and volleyball. My father ran track, played football, and played baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were born, are you the eldest child?
I'm the oldest.
Okay. And you were born here in Gary?
I was born in Methodist South Lake Hospital in Maryville, Indiana, but I was brought up and raised in Gary, Indiana.
Okay, excellent. And what elementary school and high school did you attend?
I attended Ernie Powell Elementary School on the west side of Gary, and I attended Gary Roosevelt on 25th Avenue, Govelt.
Okay. Is Ernie Powell a new high school, elementary school?
Ernie Powell is an old elementary school.
Is it?
Very old. Ernie Powell is no longer open. Tolleson is the Boys and Girls Club now, and Roosevelt is closed. My alma mater, Roosevelt, is closed, unfortunately.
Wow. What was it like for you growing up back then, going to school?
Man, Panther Pride. We had 5 thriving high schools. Sports was at an all-time high. The community engagement and the people, it was just different.
What sports did you play?
I played baseball, basketball, football, and ran track. I led it in 4 sports in high school and 2 in college.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. What year did you graduate from high school?
2002, and I was graduated number 3 in my class.
Really? Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Does that mean you're smart?
No, that just means I know how. That just means I know how to read and write a little bit.
So, once you graduated, what college did you attend?
Purdue and Lafayette, where I played baseball and ran track.
Really?
Yes.
Did you get a scholarship to go?
Yes.
To college?
Half scholarship, athletic, half academic.
Oh wow, wow! And did you complete what did you study?
Computer information technology. I have a bachelor's in computer information technology, and I have an associate's in electrical engineering technology.
Okay. Did you use those?
No, I don't.
Because you were a sports agent.
Yeah. And I'm currently employed with the Chicago Cubs. I'm the assistant director of logistics there. So
are you?
I work behind the scenes, making sure things flow.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting. There's so many talented people here in Gary. You're one of them. Thank
you. I appreciate that.
Now, once you graduated from college, what year would that have been? I love the years. Everyone knows.
2007.
2007. And what was your first career? What was your first job when you graduated?
Oh, that's the first job I had when I graduated college. I worked with Chicago White Sox in the Diamond Suite. That was my very first job.
Doing what?
I was it's called a Diamond Suite attendant, where you take care of the people in the suites.
Really?
Right, and then I worked my way up from there. Yeah, I interned and worked my way up from there.
To what position?
I went from there to sales, to baseball operations, to media relations.
Really? That's so interesting. And were you living in Gary at the time?
I've always
driving back and forth.
Right, I always resided in Gary, Indiana. I lived in Texas for 2 years when I was married.
Okay, what's that like?
Texas? Everything's big in Texas. Believe that. Everything is the blocks, everything. Different pace of life. The weather, I wasn't used to wearing short pants and short sleeves. Wow. In February, it was 75, 80 degrees. I was in shock. I never wanted to come back.
Really?
But I had a young child and I had to come back. The Spirit and God wanted me to come back here and help the community and help out Gary, Indiana.
Okay. So once you came back to Gary, what year would that have been, first of all?
You asked me good questions about all the years. My
love
daughter
to
was
hear.
a child, I want to say 2014, maybe
2014.
15, something like that.
And when you graduated, you went to college, you were away, you went to Texas, you came back. What did you see in Gary? Changes did you see in Gary once you came back, if any?
It declined. It was a clusterfuck. I mean, the city was at an all-time high of this rate. It was very sad how drastically it changed from when I graduated to then. We didn't have 5 high schools anymore. We may have 1 or 2 functioning high schools. The climate in the area was just not a good area, and I wanted to be the voice of change for that, to make Gary come back to its once prominent status.
Excellent. That's superb, because I'm seeing Gary talking to you. I want to give people the vision of Gary from your generation's eye.
Okay.
You know, because so often when we speak to our older residents, they have that eye of what Gary used to be,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have the vision of the decline of Gary. So what steps did you take to become a part of the change that you say Gary needed?
I got involved in the community. I coached Little League. I started mentoring young boys for baseball. I started teaching. I ran to be a precinct committeeman and elected precinct committeeman. And what a committee person does is take care of the needs of the people in the precinct. You know, Gary has 6 districts, and each district has so many precincts in it, 8 to 10 precincts in there.
Right.
And the precinct committee, I started getting out the word to vote, started telling people about the city and the community and things like that, getting more involved. Community engagement.
Community engagement. As far as working with the youth and the kids of Gary, was there a particular organization that you worked for, or did you form your own organization?
Kind of both. I worked with the Youth Service Bureau from the city of Gary. I formed a nonprofit called Grow America LLC. I was also an employee at the Boys and Girls Club. So I kind of work with a different number of organizations just to try to bring everybody together, which is a hard thing to do in Gary because everybody wants to kind of do it all, but we're stronger together. I hope that we know that.
And you said, what was the name of your foundation?
Grow America.
Grow America.
It's a nonprofit farming company that teaches kids sustainable living in urban agriculture.
Really? Where's that located?
2448 to 2478 Buchanan Street in Gary, Indiana, 46407 in the 5th district.
Wow. And they actually grow vegetables?
Yeah, vegetables and
really?
fruit. Yeah. I have some pictures if you want to see.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see the pictures.
Absolutely. I'll show you the pictures.
That is amazing because that's so needed here in Gary.
Yeah, because I'm also the vice president of the Gary Food Council.
Oh, outstanding. Okay. Oh, wow.
This is the farm right here. See the video?
Turn that so you can see. That's awesome. And you started this farm from the ground up?
Me and 3 of my brothers.
Really?
Me, Cassius, and Chris. We have Grow America, a nonprofit organization. It's community guard.
Really? So you have brothers here?
They're my brothers by another mother.
But they're your brothers?
They're my brothers.
How old are your brothers, if you don't mind me asking?
58 and 29.
And they are also Gary residents?
One is from Chicago. Cassius is from Chicago, born and raised on the west side of Chicago. He's been over here maybe 5 years.
Wow.
Chris is from all over. He's a mystic. He's a mystic man. All over from East Chicago to Miami to everywhere.
Wow. That is awesome. That's an awesome thing. How many kids do you have that participates in?
It all depends. Anywhere between 20 and 100. It all depends on what's going on. They just come. And not only kids, adults come too with their kids. We have like farm days and things like that, herbal hunts. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, Indiana Medicaid, they're a real big sponsor of us. So they sponsor a lot our yoga with the youth events and herbal hunts and just things like that. Anything healthy for the community.
Yearly events, or
they happen once a year.
Once they're yearly events.
So yoga event, I'll do a Thanksgiving giveaway, things like that. That happens once a year.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Because that's the start of something good.
Absolutely.
Because with you doing that, the kids that you're mentoring doing that, hopefully they'll continue that tradition.
Pay it forward. I hope they will. I hope they will.
Absolutely.
I hope they will.
And then you say you also do sports and yoga with the kids? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yoga with the youth.
Yes.
It's
Do you have
started
pictures?
started during COVID. It's to combat childhood obesity. Yoga with the youth. So I do it every year on the beach. And Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, Nike, Boomba are some of our great sponsors. Specifically, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. We allow the kids to have yoga mats.
Wow.
If you can see that picture right there, yoga mats, how they doing yoga.
Wow.
The mayor even came out this past year.
Really?
Hands only CPR.
Really?
Just the picture I want you to see right here. That's the Herbal Hunting Garden.
What is that?
That's Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. Her name is Chantel Johnson, and she's picking a squash.
And it's called Herbal Hunt.
Herbal hunts. Herbal
Hunts.
You know, herbal hunts. Herbal hunts.
Herbal Hunts, not the
HERBAL. No.
right.
No, we don't do that. No.
That we
No.
use
Yeah, herbs
in
that
our
we use.
food.
Herb, right. No, Sandra.
I don't
No.
want them to get it wrong.
No.
Oh wow, you even have little tots. What this was the yoga as well?
Yoga with the youth, and this is.
Oh wow.
I'm trying to show you one more. I want to show you the male. Yes, kid stretching.
Yeah, I absolutely know that our mayor takes the time to participate in things.
Yes, he does.
Things
That's absolutely amazing too. That's why I'm trying to find her. Here we go. Yep.
Oh wow.
That's the man.
You can show it.
Jerome Prince.
Did he do yoga?
Yes, he did do yoga. He stretched him and his wife Deanna. Thank you.
Outstanding.
And I will be supporting him in this election.
Outstanding. As am I. So
that's the Yoga with the Youth event.
do you also have a healthy
It's called
that you have?
CKW Sports Consulting. It's also called Ancient Mystics. Ancient Mystics is more of the bath, skincare, the salve, the tinctures, the tonic, the strong back, the things like that. CKW does nothing but teas and CMOS.
Really? And
I'm also a certified personal trainer. So
right. So if you have people in Gary that are interested in your healthy products, how do they get that information?
They get this information right here. This is how they get the information, Sandra. And we also teach School of Ancient Mystics.
Really? When you say teach school, you mean just teaching?
Teaching people about living a healthy lifestyle, about the study of herbs.
Right.
And how to be from nature and live from nature.
Right. Which the way the price of food is, we need to learn how to live from nature and how to use herbs in a positive way, or we all be starving soon.
Yeah, we will be.
Expensive as it is in the grocery store.
Yes, it is. You're right about that.
Absolutely. So you do the youth now as far as your sports. You're a sports agent.
Yeah.
Who do you do that service for?
I do the service for athletes that professionals. They play pro basketball. Majority of them overseas, but I'm also certified with soccer, track, hockey, so I can take anybody that want to go to the MLS, Major League Soccer, NHL, National Hockey League, Major League Baseball. Yes, I do work out with them, and I also get my diet plan. I'm a one-stop shop: nutrition, finance, everything.
Really?
All. It's a full service sports agency. My mama was a financial executive for JP Morgan Chase for 39 years. So I can count a little bit. I can add, multiply, and divide a little bit.
Your mom was
Yeah, she worked for JP. She taught me a lot about money. I just didn't listen. Really? That's why I don't have any now.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, okay. Looks can be deceiving, can't they?
That's amazing. That's awesome. Now, let's get to almost like I'll call it current day.
When you say current day, you're talking about?
We're up now in the
21st century.
The 21st century.
Okay.
Tell me some of the organization that you belong to. I know. Are you NAACP?
I'm a member of NAACP, but I'm not real active because of the just the time. I just don't have time like I would like to. I would love to be involved in NAACP. I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, the National Sales Network. I'm a member of Calumet Region Little League Board, Brothers Keepers Board, that you're on a member of the board as well. What else? I help out with the Eden House as a transitional home for men.
Okay.
I do a lot of things, man. How I can help out, I help out. Try to fill the board.
And I know you said that we're on the board of Brothers Keeper, and that's one of our homeless shelters here in Gary.
Yeah, for men.
For men. Do you think we need more?
I know we need more. But see, the goal is not to have any homeless shelters.
Absolutely.
Self-sufficiency. Marcus Garvey talked about self-sufficiency. Do for thyself. Absolutely. So we need to train and teach the men so we don't have to have homeless shelters. We can have a community center where the homeless shelter once stood.
Absolutely.
I know people fall on times. Maybe one shelter in the city is okay, but it needs to be a shelter of transition. In and out, 90 days. In and out, 90 days.
Absolutely. But it has to be training there.
Not only training, but it has to be organized in a structure and process. I mean, talking about people coming in and out.
Absolutely. 90 days, I think, is a good time.
3 months? I don't know. Depending on what their situation are, they could just coming home from being incarcerated or what's going on. Are they? It takes a little longer. 3 months goes fast. Yes. We're already in the middle of February. February just started.
Absolutely. And believe it or not, we are still suffering from some of the effects of COVID.
I believe that, absolutely.
Nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to show. Now, recently, I know, I've heard and seen.
What you saying?
You are running for councilman of our...
Who told you that? Who told you that?
I heard it through the grapevine.
You heard it? It wasn't a sign you saw, right?
Yeah.
I am running for councilman, District 5.
And tell me your passion behind that. What?
My community, not only the community, the city has gone down. And what I want to do, Sandra, is bring back some of the swagger Gary had, clean the city up, give youth and elderly people things to do. Just overall pride. Gary Fest, 3-day event. That's going to be big. Gary Fest. Wow. Introduce ordinances as far as cleaning things up. Dump away and have a great day dumpster program. It's going to be a big one. Absolutely. That I did in my precinct, so I know it works. I rented dumpsters and put them in the district and precinct, and they filled up within one time on a Saturday was filled. The day of Saturday was filled up totally. Really? So I know that program will definitely work.
Yes, that the mayor had done the citywide cleanup, so that Gary residents can participate in cleaning. Right,
and that was very successful as well.
I took part in that.
Me too. I did as well for the 5th district. But more of that needs to be done. But if it's 9 people on the council, 6 districts, 9 elected officials. If everybody pitched in, I think we can clean the city up. So one district at a time. Your district, my district, our district.
I think so too. I absolutely wish you the best in your run.
I appreciate that. I would love your support in him. Yeah, even though you don't live in my district. I thank you very much for that. Thank you very much.
Because I see the great things that you do. I see your hustle. I see you coming to the food bank and getting stuff for Brothers Keeper. I see you doing things with the youth. I hear, if you stay in touch with what's happening in your city by going to council meetings and participating in some of the activities that
going to a council meeting tonight,
his constituents put together,
you
know what's being done.
Right.
You can be a part of the change.
Right, and that's what I want to be.
And I absolutely applaud you for that, for your generation, for your age, to be doing the work that I can call some name. Let me say Chuck Hughes, James Piggy.
I know both, and all three of those, my fraternity brothers.
Look at that. And they are definitely Catholics. Have to stay busy.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. We need voices like yours and more.
I appreciate that.
To get to our youth.
We need you as well. It's a lot of more work to be done.
Yeah, our youth is where the change begins.
We can't forget about the elderly too, who paid the way. We have to do both.
We have to include our elderly because they're our mentors.
Right, we have to. That's very important.
Take care of them. We have to respect them. we have to sometimes listen to them.
Right. Even when we don't want
Even
to,
when we don't want to.
it's important. You're right.
They know
Knowledge,
they've done it.
wisdom.
They have
They're so
wisdom.
smart.
Wow.
It's so smart. Wisdom.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know, what else is in store for you?
What else is in store for me?
So, what else is in store for you, Mr. Weatherspoon?
Getting elected to the Gary Council District 5. Keep being a mentor and an example and a role model for the youth, the kids. The community, and keep being a good example of what a man should be for my daughter.
Your daughter.
15-year-old freshman.
Really, congratulations.
Thank
Do
you.
You have pictures of her?
Yes, I do actually.
What school does she attend?
She is a freshman at Crown Point High School.
Really?
Right. Crown Point is rated a 9.5 out of 10.
What Gary Roosevelt used to be.
Yes, what you said it. What Gary Roosevelt used to be.
Isn't that something?
Education. And I'm a proud product of the Gary Public School Corporation. Absolutely. But me and her mom is too.
Yeah.
We went to, but it wasn't a good decision for her at the time. Mm-hmm. So we had to outsource and look for other schools. Mm-hmm. Homecoming dance. That's her going to the homecoming dance as a freshman. My daughter's a freshman in high school.
What? And she does well?
Yes, she does do well.
Did she do extra some of these activities?
Yeah,
with you?
She tried out for the basketball team, but she decided that she didn't want to play because she wanted to get her grades and get ready for track and field.
Oh, she does track.
She's gonna run track and field.
I ran track and field. I loved it.
What event did you run?
I did hurdles.
She hurdle?
I did 100, 200 meters. I did the batons.
Exchange.
I did that. I loved it. And then I also did long jump. And my son, both of them did.
That's cool.
Track and field. He went Jamal, my eldest, he went all the way to nationals.
That's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. My daughter does the hurdles, the 400 and the 200.
I was called the barefoot runner, so I would run with no shoes.
Your feet's gonna hurt. Your little feet is gonna hurt.
It's probably why they're so hard right now. They aren't really.
Oh. Hard feet, your new name. Miss Hard Feet. Look at you, Miss Hard Feet.
But yes. So let me say this. I think that you already a great example to your daughter.
Appreciate that. With
all that you do. We need many more fathers like you. We need many more men like you in our community, in every community, not just Gary. So that we can maybe get some of our youth off the streets, stop them from killing each other, shooting each other. While, in my opinion, Gary doesn't have a lot of that, it's subtly coming in.
You're right. A lot of people moving away from here, going to Texas and other places.
We don't want that.
Right. But there's a lot of people that's not Indiana coming from Indiana, from other places.
Moving to Gary.
Yeah. Interesting.
How it's called, my grandmother always called it signs of the times.
Signs of the times. Prince Rogers Nelson called it signs of the times too.
Yeah, signs of the times, But I want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for having me. Thank y'all.
Doing it. Thank you for sitting in this interview with me.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Hopefully, not soon or later, we're going to do a second interview because you're going to have more to share with me on your accomplishments.
Maybe this summer. Yeah, hopefully, right?
Maybe I might be interviewing you when you're president. Who knows?
Oh, no. No, not president. Councilman at large, maybe mayor in about 8 or 12 years,
You will see. But I'm sure that you can accomplish it all. Thank you. Thank you all for watching Let's Talk with Sandra. I hope that you enjoyed this segment of my show to get a view of Gary from a younger perspective and to see that there is still great work happening in Gary, not just with our elderly, but with our middle age, our youth, etc. I thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. And as always, peace and love.
Peace and love.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed, you left fast life.